All right, students, this is CA Pragnesh Kanabar over here with the analysis of final CA July 21. I am going to record this video in simple English so that students across the country are able to understand. Okay. Now, final CA new syllabus July 21 attempt, which happened today itself. So I'm a little tired, but I was getting a lot of requests from the students that please, sir, we need an analysis for this. Then here is the analysis for you. So the lighting and studio setup and stuff, it all takes time, but whatever I could manage. I think you are more worried about the content. Okay, so final CA July 21 analysis over here. Yes, the new syllabus paper, your friends are going to tell you, your seniors are going to tell you, everyone is going to tell you over here that the paper was tough, paper was this, paper was that. All right. If I think from student's angle, and not from a professor's angle, yes, the paper can be ranked as a little medium tough, not an easy go paper. But see, the analysis that I have over here is of 70 marks. This is including options over here. So around 80-84 marks. So the analysis that I have over here, is for the descriptive part of the paper, which is 70 marks. The MCQ part of the paper, as you know, the details are not publicly available. But I have specifically asked students, who have communicated with me, that how did they fare well, how did they fare in the MCQ part? And they told me that MCQ part was very easy and they were able to manage it. This is the review that I have got. Slowly, steadily, I'll be getting more reviews. Okay. So students, that relationship is always going to be there. If the MCQ part is easy, the descriptive part is going to be little tough, because in MCQ, if they give you a 30 marks walkover, then in that case, the descriptive part is going to be little tough. That relationship is always going to be there. Okay. But from my angle, if you see from my angle, I have been shouting at the top of my voice. The students who are in touch with me, the students who are connected, I've been shouting at the top of my voice, the ICAI, December 2020 onwards, they revised the module. And revised module had a lot of content. And they had clearly segregated the content very nicely. And it was very clear that there could be many questions in the paper which were not asked till date. It was very clear, very much expected. In fact, in April 21, I took free fast track course for final CA students. And I gave notes of all the chapters. Of course, I took live sessions for some critical topics, but I gave notes for all the chapters. And even in those notes, you will see questions which you wouldn't have covered, in your regular syllabus. Even in those notes, you will see such questions. So students, it is all about giving some time and analyzing what is given in the module and identifying the areas which can be asked in the paper. All that is our job, and to tell you that okay, this can be asked. But you know what? I feel like I don't belong to this industry. I'm sorry to say this. The professors, the students, everyone is going behind summary notes, marathon lectures, 15 घंटे में audit, 20 hours audit, this to 25 hours we will revise audit, marathon lectures, revision notes, super short notes, summary notes, drone charts. With full respect to everyone, I don't mean to insult anyone. Neither I mean to show anyone as inferior. In fact, I keep on learning even from CA foundation or inter-CA student also. I always have learning attitude. I understand from the side of professors also that summary notes, marathon lectures, all that takes a lot of effort also, because you have to summarize things. But in a way, if we don't encourage students to cover topics from the module, finally we are contributing to their failure. Now we may increase our YouTube views, or we may increase our followers, by giving super short summary notes, these notes, those notes. But it cannot be a substitute. It cannot be a replacement of the content which is given in the module. And so I hope that the student community, after looking at July 21 paper, I hope that they gear up and they at least try to cover the sensitive points which are there in the module. All right, and it's not like they have asked from some hidden paragraphs and stuff. It was very clearly there in the module and they have asked it. So on my application also, there are fast track notes which I have uploaded and which I'll keep on uploading, And fast track notes does not mean that, I am trying to cut the points. Of course, a few points here and there may not be there. But I try my level best to tell students that boss 10 pages में audit, 50 pages में audit, 100 pages में audit, ऐसा नहीं होगा. You need to understand that. I'm sorry, my video, this particular video may not be very much structured. I'm not straight away discussing the content which I normally do in the lectures, because today I'm trying to speak my heart out and I'm trying to appeal students that even though a few topics you don't completely do it from the module, you still need to at least cover the sensitive points. So if you commit two mistakes, first leaving topics in option, second doing topics in 2 pages, 3 pages notes and stuff, and not even comparing it with the module that okay whether the sensitive points are getting covered. If you commit these mistakes, then the descriptive part of the paper could be very, very tough for you. So I hope that with this message you are ready for the analysis. Don't worry, the analysis is going to be a short one because I have already jotted down all the important points. One disclaimer, that you need to reconfirm this with the ICI suggested answers, because sometimes there could be controversies. But this is just to settle down the nerves of the students who are worried that okay, paper was tough, paper was this, that. No, it was very much manageable if you have done some respectful reading of audit subject. All right, okay. So the very first question, I'll be very quick with this analysis. The very first question over here, as you see, I've already done the analysis. The very first question is questioning you from essay 200 and most importantly from essay 240. Look at this. Okay. Management is asking the auditor that why auditor failed. I'll be quick with this, so I will just highlight important lines. To identify the fraud, auditors submitted that because of inherent limitations of audit, it is not possible to obtain persuasive evidence of certain matters. You may not get 100% proof. Okay, persuasive evidence to theek hai, mil jata hai, but you may not get 100% proof of all the certain matters. Okay, and there are inherent limitations of audit. Also discuss, do you think auditor made a correct statement? Okay, so statement of the auditor is not wrong. Also discuss certain subject matters or assertions, यानी कि उनको examples दो, give them examples of transactions, balances, disclosures, where it is difficult to detect material misstatements due to potential effects of inherent limitations. So there could be some transactions where the risk of material misstatement, that means chances of going wrong, are very much high. In fact, these transactions could be of fraudulent nature, and there is a high risk that auditor may fail in detecting such transactions where things have been manipulated by the management, estimates, related party transactions. Ye examples hai. These examples are there in the chapter of risk assessment also. These examples are there in essay 240 also. Understood this? So, essay 240 ke introduction responsibility paragraph mein se content hai, and then you have to give them some examples over here. Okay, so if you say that this you cannot manage, because you did study from some summary notes here and there and stuff, then there is a problem. See, December 2020 when Institute came out with revised module, and after that Institute also came out with what is the material applicable for May 21 attempt. There they clearly told that okay, this material will be applicable and we are going to ask questions from this material. So अगर आप Institute के instructions को follow ही नहीं करोगे, then what to do? Understood? Okay. Then question number 1B is basically, look at this. The government gave certain incentives like power subsidy, land acquisition. After 2 years of operation, company received a notice from income tax authority to pay tax on incentive in the form of power subsidy. The demand notice was served for 150 lakhs. The company filed an appeal with higher tax authorities and against the demand, and the matter is undecided as on the balance sheet date. Okay. Legal team of the company has anticipated that tax liability might mature. Okay. So legal team is saying that tax liability might mature. Okay. So the chances of maturing is high. And anyways, look at this. They have been served with what? Demand notice? Okay. All right. The company has not made a provision of anticipated tax liability. You may not agree, this could be wrong as per accounting standards. Considering the provisions of Companies Act 2013, how an auditor of ABC Limited should see this matter and report in audit report if required. भले वो लोग ऐसे पूछे, even if they ask this, basically dealing with government orders, compliances and stuff, there could be a reference of SA 250 to make your answer better. There could be, of course, references from Caro clauses. And I'm just discussing outline, detailed suggested answer videos also I will issue later on. But currently I'm just giving you a broad outline. Okay. And there could be a reporting matter from section 143 subsection 3, where some additional matters have been given under company audit rules, where there is a discussion of whether the provision wherever it is required, whether it has been made or not. Understood this? So contingent liability and provision matters. So basically they have asked from that area, and till date there was no question from that area. Okay. Then question, and don't forget that question number 1 over here is compulsory. So question 1C, look at this. So look at this. CAR is a chartered accountant in practice specializing in the field of information systems audit. He is considered to be one of the experts of the field because of his command. HKC Limited, a company engaged in rendering management consultancy, offered to appoint him as a managing director. So it is possible to become a managing director over there. It will not even affect the, it will not even impact the status of your COP. Normally, chartered accountant in practice not allowed to become managing director. But in case of company rendering management consultancy services, it is very much possible over there. Okay, so not a problem. Without obtaining prior permission from the institute, and comment with reference to C Act 1949. Okay. So over here, corporate form of practice, ऐसा करके Council General Guidelines है 2008, which I hope in the revised module you would have studied from the amendments of professional ethics. And there were, many professors, instructors also explaining about professional ethics because it is their favorite. Everyone has professional ethics there as their favorite. So अगर आप पेपर को टफ बोल रहे हो बॉस, then let me be very clear. Question number 1 is considered to be a simple question. Question 1A. Question 1B, Companies Act reporting requirements. बस हाँ, रोटेशन से नहीं पूछा, डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन से नहीं पूछा, द फेवरेट एरियाज, तो क्या हुआ? बट मैटर्स टू बी रिपोर्टेड इन ऑडिट रिपोर्ट जो आप इग्नोर करते हो, सेक्शन 143, फ्रॉम देयर दे हैव आस्क्ड. ओके. And then professional ethics ka question from the amendments part, corporate form of practice and discussion over there. So there is not a big problem. Boss, in compulsory question, look at this. Question number 1, compulsory. In compulsory question, after a long time, they are asking questions from company audit, professional ethics. So they are giving you the chance to score full marks over here. क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 अगर आपका बहुत अच्छा गया है, जो जाना चाहिए अगर आपने पढ़ाई की है तो, एंड एमसीक्यूज अगर आपके इजी थे जो स्टूडेंट्स बोल रहे हैं, तो यू स्टैंड अ वेरी गुड चांस टू स्कोर अबाउट 50 मार्क्स. ओके. नाउ क्वेश्चन 2A, स्लोली स्टडीली, बाकी क्वेश्चन में भी यू विल स्कोर समथिंग, नो? ओके. सो क्वेश्चन 2A, look at this. Basically it is a question of past dispute, which is yet pending and to be resolved. There is some solution that going forward how taxation will be done, or sorry, how the fees will be collected, not taxation. It is one of the dues to the state government. I'm being very quick over here so that if you are November 21 attempt student or so, quickly you can see this whole video. Okay. So basically it is dealing with some dues which state government wants to collect from, some traders over here, and matters is resolved that, okay, in future they will pay the dues as per some calculated formula. But the last 5 years dues, whether they are supposed to clear or not, okay, for that there is a dispute which is pending. The company has disclosed it in the notes to accounts as contingent liability without quantifying the effect and proper explanation. If the liability is provided in the books of account, entire reserves will be wiped off. Oh, entire reserves will be wiped off. Auditor seeks your guidance as to how this disclosure affects them while forming an opinion. So, students, one part, you can discuss your Ind AS part about provisions, contingent liability over here. Another part, okay, it is one of the fee. Look at this. To deposit market development fee. So it is one of the statutory payment that needs to be done. So one of the part can also be of SA 250 over here. Apart from that, since entire reserves are going to be wiped off, so one of the discussion can be that whether it leads to material uncertainty in case of SA 570, material uncertainty related to going concern. We need to see that. What possibility discuss karna hai? You don't need to conclude. Understood? So they want you to explain them the possibilities. All right. So here, what could be the impact and stuff. So अगर opinion पे impact आएगा नहीं आएगा, whether if their disclosure is correct, do you think that it needs to be disclosed under material uncertainty related to going concern, or if it is not leading to that, do you think it needs to be highlighted in emphasis of matter paragraph or so? So there are various discussions possible. This was a little lengthy answer that I'm expecting. Question number 2B. Okay. Investigation of valuation of shares. करते हो कभी लाइफ में? हैव यू डन दिस टॉपिक? इन्वेस्टिगेशन, ड्यू डिलिजेंस, फॉरेंसिक ऑडिट. पूरा मॉड्यूल करना ऐसा नहीं बोल रहा हूं, बट मॉड्यूल में अगर कॉमन सेंस से ऑल्सो इफ यू लुक एट दैट टॉपिक ना, यू विल रियलाइज कि कितना क्वेश्चन आ सकता है. I have already done all that hard work for my lectures and the books that I gave. Understood this? I have given so many free notes also in the month of April, May 21, where I had already included these points. But students, whether they are following the instructions or not, मैंने आपको notes दिया. If it is investigation, due diligence का, if it is of 10 marks, 12, so 10 pages, 12 pages, you got some notes of 2 pages. You are obviously going to do that. जब तक ये mentality change नहीं होता है, I don't know how students are going to clear over here. Okay. So, look at this. Mr. X is interested in the venture. He has appointed you to act as an advisor in the proposed investment. You have to investigate the audited financial statement and ensure that valuation of shares on the basis of audited financial statement is appropriate. There is a discussion in the module about investigation for valuation. What process will be used for checking and whether you can put reliance on already audited statement of accounts. ये one of the specific issues है. In case of investigation, whether we can rely on accounts which have already been audited, because आपको तो valuation का investigation दिया है. एक पूरा discussion है which we do. All right. Then question 2C over here. It was a very simple question. Very simple question of, look at this. The company had earlier claimed deduction of bad debts amounting to whatever amount, and now company has recovered that amount properly and correctly credited to P&L. So deemed profits which are taxable. All right. So that because earlier deduction was claimed. So that particular point where it is getting covered, clause 25 of form 3CD. Okay, you check. Understood this? Because if you've never checked it. All right. Then question number 3A. So ये बेटा अगर आपने ऑप्शन में ही छोड़ दिया है, रीडिंग कभी किया ही नहीं है, so in that case there could be a problem. See, as a tax auditor, is it required to report such transactions in tax audit report? Understood this? So basically, let us say even if you forget the clause reference and stuff, then too you can just highlight things and discuss that, okay, deemed profits ka concept hai under so and so section of Income Tax Act, and you can give the disclosures that normally would be required. Even if you forget clause number in descriptive question, it is possible they may take out your half a mark or 1 mark, but you still score, right? Even if you write taxation provisions properly. Okay. Then look at this question number 3A over here. All right, PQ Limited, a listed entity headquartered in Mumbai, is having 15 branches all over India. Companies in the business of paddy grown by farmers directly and processing to produce final products for selling in domestic as well as international markets. PQ Limited appointed 4 firms of chartered accountant for audit of its head office and branches. Okay, head office branches, 4 firms. Your firm is one of those firms. It was agreed that your firm will act as principal auditor. All right. What factors will be considered by you while accepting the position of principal auditor? So SA 600 mein, this is the first point. that first principal auditor needs to accept that he is the principal auditor. For that, he needs to obtain knowledge of business of the components, evaluate ROMM, lots of points over there, but very simple. But वो point है ना normally students ignore. वो लोग सिर्फ इतना याद रखते हैं what are the division of responsibilities, what if principal auditor does not rely on other auditor. So they have identified the areas which you ignore. It's not like that questions were completely out of the box. It was not difficult to analyze the question. The difficult part was whether the rather silly part was whether you have covered that particular discussion or not. Okay. So it is SA 600 first point over there. Then next question 3B. So you are GH and associates have been appointed as central statutory auditor of nationalized bank. Again, ये वाला paragraph, when I even teach, to the students in case of bank audit, reporting requirements in case of nationalized bank, they are like, oh yes sir, oh sir, yes sir. So then God will save you. All right, then go for some summary notes of 2 pages. Bank functions in automated environment using FLC software. While preparing audit report, one of the partner highlighted some matters to be covered by Companies Act. So automated environment, ये आपको थोड़ा उन्होंने put off किया by using the word automated environment so that you think that it is from automated environment. You are required to answer the following. To which authority needs to be, you need to report it. What are the points to be covered? Companies Act की points होते हैं इसके अंदर. Section 143 subsection 3 जैसे ही points होते हैं. But there are 5 set of points over here in case of audit report of nationalized bank. Even if you download the PDF of a bank audit, आप type करो nationalized bank audit report, then you will find these requirements. Understood this? Okay. And I hope that Caro का जो उन्होंने पूछा हो तो आपको पता ही होगा the requirement. So I don't think that you are not aware about it of Caro requirement. Is Caro applicable to banks? इतना तो पता है कि नहीं पता? All right. Then look at this. Next question number 3C. CAP was appointed GST auditor of so and so company. Okay. Now the point is that as a GST auditor, he has made some recommendations in the GSTR 9C report. Management of the company contended that the auditor के जो recommendations हैं, जो adjustments वो करने बोल रहा है, it is not binding. It is not compulsory that management must follow it. Now whether it is binding, not binding, so it's not like they asked you something of GST provision. Now GSTR 9C का जो discussion है real issues, that is the only thing which I tell students that it is important, you should study that. Understood this? So from there is one point that recommendations of the auditor, is it binding on the management? No, not necessary. Understood this? Auditor has a recommendatory position, not a mandatory position over here. So management, what to accept and what not to accept, understood this? That depends upon the management. वो थोड़ा एक पूरा discussion है थोड़ा. So if you say that auditor's recommendations are binding, अगर ऐसा लिख के आ गया management is wrong and stuff, then you get 0 over here. Okay. Now, when you are communicating with the previous auditor, Clause 8, Part 1, first schedule, professional ethics. Okay, previous auditor, if he has issued a qualified report, there are total 3 reasons, when you cannot accept the audit. One is about non-compliance with Companies Act, second is about audit fees, and the third is about, qualified opinion given by the previous auditor. But qualified opinion का पूरा discussion है. That what's qualified opinion previous auditor ने दिया, but if his attitude was wrong, then what? And let us say his attitude was correct, but management, just because he gave qualified opinion, management replaced the auditor, then in that case you should not accept the audit. Okay, so ये पूरा discussion है. I hope that you would have studied that. वो खाली फ्लो चार्ट समरी नोट से करते हो तो फिर नहीं होता है. ये तो मैंने अप्रैल 21 में जो फ्री नोट्स दिए थे ना, ऑडिट इन ऑटोमेटेड एनवायरनमेंट, उसमें था ये विसल ब्लोअर पॉलिसी. व्हाट इज विसल ब्लोअर पॉलिसी? Okay, so the whistleblower policy is the person who blows the whistle. So he's the one who who secretly informs about fraud taking place in the company. So about that the discussion is there, but don't worry, मैंने यहाँ पे जो analysis है ना, वहाँ पे जहाँ मुझे लगता है कि आपको क्लिक नहीं हुआ होगा, where there I have put the page number references. Page number references are from the module. All right, okay. So I'm not going to put page number references of my notes and stuff and advertise it. The students who did it from that, they know it that it was there in those notes. So I'm not going to force you to download my notes and do this and that stuff. All right. So we go ahead with our discussion. ये मैं रख रहा हूँ बार-बार अगर आपको screenshots वगैरह लेने हैं तो. All right. Okay. Then next let us see what is this. Yes, question 4C. Question 4C. Yes. Management auditor हो आप, Company is going to make huge investments. Yeah. Management auditor was required to ensure that systems and procedures of the company are working effectively. What aspects should be considered to determine that systems and procedures are meeting current requirements? अगर आप सिर्फ एकदम सुपर समरी नोट से पढ़ते हो फॉर मैनेजमेंट ऑडिट, तो मैनेजमेंट ऑडिट ऑपरेशन ऑडिट का कंपैरिजन लोग देते हैं, फिर दे एक्सप्लेन, सॉरी आई विल से इन इंग्लिश बिकॉज साउथ इंडिया स्टूडेंट्स मे नॉट अंडरस्टैंड. Okay, so then they give about what are the problems in management audit solutions. There's some 3-4 questions, management audit questionnaire. Since years वही question आ रहे, but this time they asked about review of systems and procedures. This was there in their mock test papers, RTPs, which they had issued earlier. Okay, so good one. And I've given the page number reference because I know that ये आपने शायद नहीं पढ़ा होगा. Just to this. So वो बहुत clearly, ऐसा नहीं कि कोई hidden paragraphs में से दिया है. अब यार, if you compare, if you compare the ICI with the institutes across the globe, many foreign institutes वो सिर्फ बच्चों को बोल देते कि broadly ये syllabus है, आपको cover करना है, 2-3 author का books recommend कर देते हैं. But over here, if you see, institute is giving the whole book. They are taking all the efforts to give you a proper material. And if you are going to completely disrespect that, then it is of no use. Okay, all right. So this is the point. Then next. Question 5A was very simple. Management, whether recasting हो सकता है financial statements का, यानी कि जो financial statements पहले already बन चुके हैं, whether it can be revised or not, whether the financial statements prepared earlier can be revised or not. One is voluntary revision, the other one is mandatory recasting, which is on the order of court, tribunal or so. So that is the discussion over here. ये forensic auditor जो बोला हो तो that they were just trying to deviate you. Understood this? Okay. So I hope you are clear with this point. This is nothing but reference दे दिया मैंने. Company law का है ना, so I think you would know this section 130 and 131 का पूरा discussion है over here. All right. Then we move ahead with our discussion. Oh my God, I really love this question. I really love this question. So basically, there is a company which is a listed entity. The firm is auditor of listed entity. So they have said the question: CAH is a partner, but CAH is the partner who is executing things. But above CAH, there is a senior partner who is reviewing the work. All right, the audit work of CAH and her team is reviewed by a senior partner, CAK. All right, okay. Then to ensure that the professional standards के हिसाब से audit हो रहा है and firm system of quality control and stuff are whether they have been followed or not. SA 220 SQC1 यहाँ के discussion है आपके लिए boring essays. Understood this? Okay. CAK was out of India, senior partner out of India. So instead of CAK, CAG has been asked to review the work. CAG can review the work, but there are some matters, CAG when it is reviewing the work has to consider some points. वो points का list SA 220 में है. वो तो common sense also students can write, that was common sense. What are the points to be considered when you are the senior partner? What are the points to be considered when you are reviewing the work of junior partner and the team? So that is fine. मजा क्या आया that they asked about whether you are complying with SQC or not. Students will start thinking, what are they trying to say? Now look at this bumper. Since last 8 financial years, this firm is the auditor. Not a problem. Still, the 10 years are there, So rotation of auditor, none. But there is something called as internal rotation of partners. So in SQC1, it is given that in case of listed entity, the senior partners need to be rotated so that there is some familiarity threat to independence that they develop when they spend a lot of years with the same client. So even though calculating Companies Act, you have got 10 years, 5 years, 2 terms, but still, internal rotation of the senior partner should be done. All right, so this here is some trap. मैंने आइडेंटिफाई किया है, अगर आपने वो नहीं पढ़ा होगा तो पैरा 27 ऑफ SQC1 and these discussions are also there in the module company audit and stuff, so if you are able to identify them. All right, next look at this question 5C. So yeah, broad areas of information need to be included in the report of forensic audit. This was there in my fast track notes. that forensic audit में forensic auditor जो report देता है, what are the points to be included in those reports, broad areas, so all the head points I'd given, students were allowed to expand on their own. So in case of such other chapters, the main game is of head points, sub points over here. But forensic audit का meaning लोग पढ़ते हैं, then forensic audit techniques पढ़ते हैं. People do study forensic audit and difference between forensic audit and normal statutory audit. But this forensic audit report की broadly format क्या है, I don't know whether they study it or not. The students who attended my free fast track sessions, which I did in April because of the pandemic situation, and the students who had those notes, I really hope that you would have done this, All right, okay. Then क्वेश्चन नंबर 6 सीधा सीधा चैप्टर 3 रिस्क असेसमेंट एंड इंटरनल कंट्रोल में एकदम हाईलाइट करके दिया है दिस पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट एंड दे हैव पिक्ड इट अप फ्रॉम देयर. ऑलराइट, सो व्हाट आर द ऑब्जेक्टिव्स expected from accounting controls was also there in my fast track notes. All right, so objectives of accounting controls, I've identified the page numbers over here. Okay, so you can keep on taking screenshots. All right, then it's just one page, so I will upload, you will download and stuff, what is the use. Question number 6b. My God, really, really good question. And from such area which is normally not prepared by the students. So, normally when we conduct audit of financial statements, तो balance sheet, P&L, cash flow वगैरह होता है, notes to accounts and stuff. But let us say plus management includes one more statement. एक rough calculation करके, they have included one more statement for the readers of report. Call it any statement, Now over here, look at this. Management has prepared one additional profit and loss account. All right. So in that case, additional profit and loss account has been prepared and it has been annexed to the financial statement. So it is supplementary information provided along with the main set of financial statements. It is paragraph 51 from SS 700. 51, 52, you will see all that from SS 700. Auditing pronouncements also explained, I think, in your chapter 6 audit report. See, मैं तो the module में chapter 1, 2, 3 and 6 they belong to standards. मैं तो pronouncements ही करवा देता हूँ because it's very clear that they are asking questions from pronouncements. Mock test paper जब मैंने देखा for May 21, they had asked questions from essay 265 का additional explanatory paragraph number 13. So it was very clear that now you need to cover pronouncements for the students, which I've already started. In fact, I also covered to the best possible extent in my free fast track sessions, which I organized in April. Of course, now those fast track sessions are not for free. All right, but I keep on considering the students' requirements and I keep on uploading videos. बस मैं सिर्फ व्यूज बढ़ाने के लिए कोई भी वीडियो शॉर्ट वीडियो अपलोड नहीं कर देता हूँ. आई नीड टू एंश्योर दैट द क्वालिटी इज प्रॉपर, ओनली देन आई विल अपलोड दोस वीडियोस. ऑलराइट, सो please, this is when supplementary information is provided along with the financial statement, what needs to be done. तो उसका पूरा discussion है, whether auditors should report on that. What if it is just an additional information, not an important part of the financial statement? I'll not report on that. तो management जो disclose कर रहा है shareholders को, उसमें कुछ adjustments है क्या? Very good discussion. Okay. Then over here, my audit of insurance companies. नाम सुन के ऐसा लगता है ना? No. Audit of insurance companies has taken the maximum time for me to prepare notes, because audit of insurance companies, I have seen across all my years of teaching experience that students tend to leave it in option. But then I have finally made a set of notes which is manageable for them. Then institute revised the module. Then I made new set of notes for the students, and I delivered it even to the free fast track batch students of April 21. The beneficiaries were more than 1,000 students, and I don't know how many areas it would have been shared. वहाँ पे मैंने ये पॉइंट कवर किया था कि इक्विटी सिक्योरिटीज, डेरिवेटिव्स एंड रियल इस्टेट इन्वेस्टमेंट्स जो जनरल इंश्योरेंस कंपनी के होते हैं, सो इन दैट केस हाउ द वैल्यूएशन नीड्स टू बी डन. वेट, इसमें कोई बहुत बड़ा डिस्कशन नहीं है. नॉर्मल प्रिंसिपल्स ऑफ अकाउंटिंग आर अप्लाइड, अंडरस्टूड, एंड देयर इज अ क्लियर पैराग्राफ ऑन दिस in the module, and I've also given the references to that. At least you can see those references. A quick reminder from the institute that, boss, you do not take our material lightly. Okay. Then our last question is from professional ethics, where you have submitted quotations, where the firm has submitted quotations. If those quotations amount to tender, then in that case, submitting tender in such areas which are done by chartered accountants, exclusively reserved for chartered accountants, you can reply only if and you can submit the tender only if minimum fees has been prescribed in the quotation. I'm not giving the whole answer over here, I'm just broadly discussing the concept over here. So minimum fees, whether they have prescribed or not client in their invitation, मैं फटाफट discuss कर रहा हूँ. Of course we take 20-30 minutes to discuss this in normal lecture. Okay, so ये word पे ध्यान दिया होगा. I hope in the exams, I hope you would have paid attention to this particular word over here. So yes, I'm a little tired, not looking great also, but I hope that this video serves the purpose. So this is the analysis over here, okay, for the new syllabus. Old syllabus students, whatever attempt was there, it's done and dusted now. But one reminder from the institute, don't leave topics in option. And do not ignore the areas which they have clearly highlighted in the module. अब ये highlight करके दे रहे तो भी आप ignore करोगे तो कैसे चलेगा? All right. On that note, do not worry. Either MCQs or descriptive part is always easy in audit subject. Everywhere currently in the market, everyone is saying that audit paper was tough. But I hope that when you look at this, if you have a proper strategy, then you realize that you can clear audit subject with ease. All right. But it requires a proper strategy. If you are November 21 student, then it's a request, or even May 22 or so, it's a request. Please go to my YouTube channel and see a proper detailed video of 1 hour on the breakup of audit subject, how it needs to be prepared and stuff. And you will realize that if you prepare it in that manner, then you will be able to cover these things. All right, it's a 1 hour video. I have seen the analytics of those videos. Students are not seeing about 10 minutes, 15 minutes के ऊपर नहीं देख रहे हैं. Why? Because you want things in reels, 30 seconds. You want things in 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Not possible, boss. When you are building your career for the whole lifetime, you cannot finish things in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and 5 days or 2 days or 2 pages. No. थोड़ा level up करो. Institute is ready for the game. Are you? All the best. All the best.